I don't got time to be here, man. If you can, just do your job or do whatever you're doing or something, man. But I don't really care what you do, man.
I'd love to do my job, but part of my
It's not
job
my
is
job,
making
dog.
sure.
It's not my fucking job, all right? I don't give a fuck what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Your job is
Adjourned.
Get ready for two absolutely insane court hearings today. First up, we've got a defendant who completely loses it, cussing at the judge, throwing a full-blown tantrum, and acting like they run the courtroom. But judges don't play when it comes to disrespect, and this one wastes no time in laying down the law. Contempt of court is no joke, and this judge makes sure the defendant learns that lesson the hard way. Was the judge too harsh, or did the defendant push things too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but for now, let's dive into this wild courtroom meltdown.
Good afternoon. My name is Walt Weaver. I'm the judge of Potter County Court of Law number 1. I'm going to be hearing your case today. I've reviewed your plea papers, Mr. Rico. It appears to me you're ready to waive all your constitutional rights in exchange for a plea bargain agreement. But you do have an absolute constitutional right to appear in my open courtroom and face your accusers. Or you could also choose not to use that right as well and agree to appear by video. Are you agreeing to appear by video?
if I can, man, you could just like figure it out in court and I guess.
Are you saying you don't want to do this on video?
I'm not trying to be in court hearing and doing stuff on here. I just ain't got time.
Mr. Rico, it's real simple.
I don't got time to be here, man. If you can, just do your job or do whatever you're doing or something, man. But I don't really care what you do, man.
I'd love to do my job, but part of my job.
Not my job, dog. It's not my fucking job, all right? I don't give a fuck what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Your job is gay.
I'm going to hold you in contempt.
Hey, bro, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, man. All right? I don't give a fuck what you talking about, man.
Bye.
So, dude, get a job. You get free go.
Well, do we need to preserve this as evidence now since that's resisting? All right, don't delete the YouTube video. That's unfortunate. Hey, Ethan. Keep them coming, man.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Oh, it's not your fault. That's part of our part and parcel. Boy, he's so little, and look how much people he's got. Could you please put him, Miss Morris, on a transport next time so we can get it done? Boy, if that's not the funnest name I've said all day. Man, it's too bad Mr. Rico could have gone home today. He decided he'd rather stay.
You might have got a new prosecutor today.
Well, it's all live. You saw him fight the deputy. Technically, he's under arrest in a jail. Do you have to prove that element?
Things did not end well for Mr. Rico. I have no idea what he was thinking coming into this hearing. Did he really believe he could cuss at the judge and just get away with it? This guy was definitely not playing with a full deck. I don't know if he's mentally ill or just completely reckless, but there was no way this was going to work out in his favor. Judges don't just let people walk all over them, especially when they're being blatantly disrespected. This was one of the craziest court hearings I've seen in a while. He came out swinging, cussing at the judge, and you just don't see that too often. Usually, people try the whole sovereign citizen act, but this was on another level. Anyway, let's move on to another superheated court hearing, and trust me, this one might be even more intense. Hard to believe, right? But this time, the defendant straight up confesses to the judge, and it's seriously wild to watch. Let me know what you thought about the first case, but for now, let's jump into the next one.
Briggs, you're before the court today making first appearance, Raymond, on 2 charges. The first is malicious mischief in the 3rd degree. It's a gross misdemeanor subject to 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. Second is harassment, domestic violence. That's also a gross misdemeanor, subject to 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. Because the charges have domestic violence enhancements, they are something where if you're convicted of them, it would result in your inability to possess firearms.
I don't own a firearm. That's what I told
Again, I have to let everybody know whether you have guns or not.
So I was denied due process. I have paperwork that proves that I owned the car before I was married. So therefore the car is mine. And no, since we're in separation, No judge has divided property yet. So technically the car is still mine. So I wrote on my own car. That's a fact. Here's the paperwork. I
We're
sit
not
down at
having
the
a
bank.
trial today.
Well-
We're having your arraignment.
Okay.
You're entering a not guilty plea.
I was denied
You've
due
told-
process,
hold on,
sir.
Hold on.
You said I could
You've told,
speak.
no, I
didn't want to
didn't. I said you should exercise your right to remain silent.
not to, sir.
Your attorney, if they were sitting there, would not have you making factual statements on the record.
That's my discretion, sir. Because I believe there's Fourth Amendment charges. I was denied all kinds of rights, and I will be coming back with a vengeance. I have
Are you
paperwork.
threatening the court?
I am not threatening the court anything. I'm not threatening anybody. I have the right to sue. I have the right to sue this city, and that's what I just said. So if you want to take that farther than that, that's up to you. I did not say that. I'm
You
making
said
it
you are
clear.
coming back with a vengeance.
With an attorney.
On
It doesn't
the
have anything to do with me. That's not a threat to you. The city. I said I'm suing the city. So you do what you want today. Go ahead and hold me in contempt. Go ahead. I'm suing the city. I will be suing the city. If you will take that as a threat, then that's fine. I will be talking to the city attorney. I've already talked to the city. I'm talking to people. I talked to the police chief already.
Yeah, I've seen how you've conducted yourself. so
Yeah,
far.
that's right. Because I'm being wronged. It's my house. She had no business being there, and she hasn't even lived there for 6 months. She hasn't paid a bill for 8 months. She can't just come there. I have rights.
You do?
Just because she's entitled to
So
be
again,
able to
we've-
be on the
again,
property
we've
doesn't
talked
mean
about-
she can just come.
We've discussed your rights today. We're not going to litigate your case today.
Do I have the option to
This is-
speak with the city attorney as
This is
well?
a criminal court.
Do I have the option to speak with the city
Not once
attorney?
you say you're going to be hiring an attorney.
Do I have the option to speak with the city attorney? I'm not hiring an
Not
attorney.
today.
I want to speak with the city attorney.
Not today.
Okay. When would I be able to do that?
That's me, sir, and I will give you my card.
Okay.
But we do have some release conditions we will be requesting.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Carmen.
Yes, Your Honor. We are requesting a formal no contact order with victim notification.
It should have been me filing.
Hold.
She's
Please, sir.
harassed me.
Please, sir,
So, what do you guys think? Do you buy this guy's story, or is he just a domestic abuser trying to talk his way out of trouble? Personally, I'm getting major arrogant vibes from him. He's acting all confident in court, probably thinking it's going to save him, but spoiler alert, it really doesn't. He's about to confess to something pretty awful, and the judge's reaction is absolutely priceless. Honestly, I'm just sitting here wondering what's going through this guy's head. I know I say this a lot, but do we really have this many unhinged people in the US? Like, why doesn't he just get a lawyer, gather his best evidence, and actually put up a proper defense? Because whatever he's doing here is definitely not working. Just looking at the judge's body language, I have no idea how this guy thought he was going to get away with it. But enough of me talking. Let's dive back in.
All right, go ahead.
the facts of this case are highly concerning with regard to the threats that were made. These folks are in the midst of a dissolution. Statistically, through peer-reviewed literature, that is one of the highest risk times for partners who are splitting for domestic
Well, what about the
violence.
time I got punched in the chest 5 times? Nobody did anything about that, and I reported it to the officer. Upon arrest, I told him 2.5 months ago, I've been punched in the chest. I will take a lie detector test for that and pay for it. And I received nothing.
The city attorney is making her release recommendation. You need to let her finish.
I was denied due process. You guys didn't take my complaint. So you didn't even take my complaint. And then you don't want me to call it racism. You didn't even take my complaint.
The only thing we are doing today, sir, is you have entered a not
Well, there
guilty
should be
plea.
equal treatment under the law, and I have not
We're
received
not
it.
litigating your case today. I've already told you that. You've seen every other person come up here. I've entered not guilty pleas. I've set
Well, I
release
want to put this in the record. Can I give this to the attorney so she can follow up on this? This is my proof that the car is mine. I don't go to her. I am at my house. She came to me. I never go to her. So why is the order against me when I don't even deal with her?
Please let the city attorney finish her recommendation. So we're walking on a very fine line right here with your conduct in court today.
Okay, I'll stop. Sorry.
Thank you.
I don't even go to Oregon, sir.
I will
She lives in
add,
Oregon.
I will add, because Mr. Briggs has brought it up. We are not seeking to remove him from the home that he is residing in.
How are you gonna, she don't even live there. Are you kidding me? She doesn't live there. I paid the mortgage there for the last for 4 years. I paid the mortgage, and I can prove that.
Mr. Briggs.
You're gonna remove me from my home? What are you talking about?
She's saying she is not.
Why are you even saying that?
Because
she don't live there. Her address is in Oregon. Why are you even saying that?
The more this guy talks, the more obvious it is that he desperately needs a lawyer. He clearly has no clue what's going on, and I can only imagine how frustrating it must be for the judge to deal with. Like, seriously, if you're going to represent yourself, how do you not even understand what's happening in your own court hearing? It's honestly baffling. Let me know what you guys think. Is this guy actually mentally ill, or is he just putting on an act to get sympathy? I can't decide if he's faking it or if he genuinely doesn't get it. Either way, things are about to take a wild turn. Let's dive back in because this guy is about to confess.
I will add, because Mr. Briggs has brought it up, we are not seeking to remove him from the home that he is residing in.
How are you gonna, she don't even live there. Are you kidding me?
Your Honor, the reason that I'm bringing this up is that the victim has requested a civil standby so that she can go get her personal belongings from the home.
Property has not been divided by the court. She has her personal items and her personal belongings. And then the court has to divide the property. That's what I've been waiting for. I've encouraged her to file the divorce papers, sir.
I will be finished here shortly, Your Honor. The proposed NCO that we have drafted after contacting Battleground to make sure this is something that they could do.
That's against the law. No way.
Is that she can call for a civil standby where they would go to Mr. Briggs' home. She has the same 15 to 20.
She can't come there and just take whatever she wants out of the home. It hasn't been divided by the divorce court. I believe she's demonically possessed by the Jezebel spirit. So I don't want her around me. There's a visceral reaction that I haven't felt around a person in many years. If I'm from here to her, I want to throw up. I literally cannot be around her. And I've required that she not come to the house. She came to the house because I refused to get the HELOC with her to help her pay off her bills. So she came to the house the next day, and then that's when everything started. I was sitting there with my brother-in-law, drinking beer by myself, like I always do. I didn't go to her. She came to my house. And she has forfeited, I haven't proved it, but she's forfeited her right to the property. She hasn't paid a single bill there in 8 months. And when she left, the moment that she took her and got a new bank account at Columbia Credit Union, that's the day of separation. That was over 8 months ago. She cannot just come to that property.
I have jurisdiction for a victim to be able to retrieve property.
What would I be keeping from her, sir? She has all of her clothing. There's a table and a side table in the bedroom. That's all that's there. And whatever's in the garage. I haven't kept her from anything. I'm trying not to kill her.
And there it is. He really should not have said that. This guy is absolutely done for, and the judge is about to slam him hard. I mean, of all the words he could have chosen to justify himself, that is the one he goes with? It's like every argument he made about being innocent just went right out the window the second he opened his mouth. He's acting like he doesn't even realize how much trouble he's in, almost like he's just trying to argue his way out of this instead of actually defending himself. At this point, he's just digging his own grave, and I can only imagine the judge sitting there thinking, why did I even bother listening to this guy? You'd think someone in court would just keep their mouth shut, especially when things aren't going their way, but nope, not this guy. Let me know what you think so far. Is he innocent? Or is he just making things worse for himself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. But for now, let's get back to it.
She's come to me.
Okay, so, Your Honor.
Okay. That's not. Now,
hold on. I did actually ask he be held on $10,000 bail.
Listen, sir. Listen.
You can't.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying that I've tried to keep her away because of violence. I don't want.
Much keeping with statements.
Oh my God. Do you understand? Does anybody understand? I didn't never touch her.
Officers, take him into custody.
I never touched her. I didn't want to harm her. That's what I've been doing the whole time. Man, I'm getting crump down here, and it's going to be on. This is prejudice and racist as hell.
I'd like no bail.
You're racist.
Well,
I have
he
not
just
done
threatened-
anything to her.
He just threatened to get crunk on the court.
So what? What is that? So you're taking away my freedom of speech? I can't express myself now?
Can't threaten.
I haven't committed any crime. I haven't touched anybody.
All right. So
I don't want her at the house. That's what I've tried to avoid.
at this stage, we're going to set Mr.
Hey, never, because she punched me in the chest. I'm prosecuting her, so you take that. I want to see somebody about that right now.
Set Mr. Briggs.
And I'm pressing charges on her.
About 1 week.
She punched me 5 times, and I will take a lie detector and pay for it. Can I speak to somebody and press charges on her?
12th of December, 2024.
You know what I'm saying?
At 8:30 a.m.
My shoulder, I'm in, we're giving you extra.
The release conditions in place are to violate no laws, appear at all mandatory court dates, to notify the court of any change of address or phone number. I'm signing off on a standalone no contact order.
So I said I didn't want to kill her, and I've never threatened to kill her. I'm just expressing to you that I don't want any bodily harm towards her, and you're arresting me for that. And it's a freedom of speech. I didn't touch her. I've never put a hand on her. She punched me. Can I press charges? Can I see someone to press charges on her right now? Your Honor? Your Honor?
This is your arraignment today, sir, on criminal charges. You've made a number of threats on a recorded
I
record.
didn't make any threats to anybody.
Well, we'll listen
How is
back.
that a threat? Freedom of speech. I didn't threaten anybody. I didn't say I want to kill her. I said I don't want to.
Sure. Well, we'll listen to what they say on the records. You're being recorded. I told you to remain silent.
Well, hey, I knew you was going to do this. I knew you was going to wait until I slipped and then you was going to throw me in jail. And that's fine. Because I'm coming with Trump. That's not a threat. That's my personal lawyer that I'm going to get to fight you guys
When
with.
people threaten killing someone on the record, sir, I take
I
that
didn't threaten to
extremely
kill her.
seriously.
That was not a threat to kill her. I didn't say I'm going to kill her.
We're recording.
I said I don't want to. And
That's
that wasn't
fine.
even, that was just a figure of speech.
It's recorded.
I don't care if it's recorded.
We're on intensive pretrial release. At this time, I'm going to impose bail in the amount of $25,000.
And then, Your Honor, if it is posted, could we have the victim notification?
Victim
requirement?
notification will be put in place.
Thank you.
This is a railroad, man. I'm telling you.
What an idiot. Honestly, that had to be one of the dumbest people I've ever covered on this channel. This guy basically just confessed to thinking about harming his ex while in court. Like, what was he even thinking? He's literally standing in front of a judge, and he just hands over a confession on a silver platter.
It really doesn't get dumber than that.
At this point, I can't tell if he was actually trying to get sympathy or if he just has zero self-awareness. Probably a mix of both. What do you guys think? Was he totally clueless, or did he do that on purpose? Personally, I think he's just an idiot. If you were in his shoes, wouldn't you have just kept quiet and let a lawyer do the talking? I mean, anyone with half a brain would've. Let me know your thoughts on this whole disaster in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. But that's going to wrap it up for me. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to see more crazy courtroom moments, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and take care.